All right. Are you thinking about moving to Minneapolis? Are you wondering if Minneapolis is safe? If you are, then this is the video that you want to watch. Hi, my name is Arne Johansson, and I'm a local realtor here in the Minneapolis metro area. I've lived in actually South Minneapolis for over 20 years now. So I have a lot of experience and I've worked all over in every single neighborhood in Minneapolis. I think there's 97 neighborhoods in Minneapolis and like 12 or 13 communities. Let's check. Communities 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So, but before we get into it, we're going to do an analysis on is Minneapolis safe? And you're not going to want to miss this video because I'm going to be talking about my real life experience and then I'm going to pull up some statistics as well. But I can speak from experience from living in the city for over 20 years. So, like and subscribe to this channel and let's get into it. Um, basically, in Minneapolis, there's a lot of different neighborhoods. So, let's just pull up this map so you can see. So this is Minneapolis right here. So South Minneapolis, so you got highest, most expensive neighborhoods. So you got like Harriet, you got Nokomis, Winona. This is like Nokomis community, but these are all the neighborhoods. So, but let's go to crime. So the more purple it is, the more crime there is. So, and the less purple it is, the less crime there is. So the safest areas are over here. There's not a lot of crime over here, but there's a lot of crime downtown. This is downtown, and this is North Minneapolis. So the crime, the majority of the crime is in these areas. Like like this is like Powderhorn and Central neighborhoods. And this is like Phillips. This is like Lake Street. This is like Lake. This is like Uptown area right here. Then once you get to Lowry Hill over by Lake of the Isles, Calhoun West, it starts to go down. So, I mean, I've lived here. I've had stuff stolen out of cars many times. I mean, you got to lock your doors and you got to lock everything. So, but I mean, I think overall, there's a price to pay to living in Minneapolis. You know, if you want to have everything that we have, which is really close to parks, you're centrally located. Overall, it's a really nice city. It's a great city, actually. Um, but there are areas that are going to have more crime. So, when you're buying a house, it's important to tour these areas and like drive around, see if you. I always tell people to drive around and see if they'd like to live in the neighborhood. Like just drive around a lot and go to restaurants and go to parks and like hang out at Lake Nokomis and see what you like, see what area you like, And some people do like living in this area. Like I've owned land in this area and I've owned land down here and I've owned land over here and I have land up here too. So I love Minneapolis. It's one of the best cities I think in America. Um, so I wouldn't say the question is Minneapolis safe? I think yes, it's overall safe. As far as other big cities, I'm not sure what it is, but living here, and I think if you can get something like my favorite spots, this is everybody's personal preference too, which is a cool thing about Minneapolis because some people like the Longfeld community, some people like Nokomis, some people like Southwest, some people like downtown, some people like Northeast, some people like North. There's just a lot of different options. So you can get a beautiful house in North, you can get one in Northeast or South Minneapolis. So my favorite areas are South Minneapolis. I love Lake Nokomis area. I like it because it has a lake. Actually, has a bunch of lakes. It has Diamond Lake. It has Lake Hiawatha. It has Lake Nokomis. There's a golf course. There's the creek, the Minnehaha Parkway, Minnehaha Creek. So there's a lot of good restaurants. There's burger restaurants. There's Cuban restaurants. There's Thai restaurants. There's ice cream. I mean, it's got really everything you need. There's a grocery store. There's at least two, three, four grocery stores. It's close to the airport, which is nice when you need to travel. Although I don't like being underneath the plane noise where I'm in Lake Nokomis area. So that's like one of the downsides I would say of the area. But overall, I think this is a really nice area to live. So the question is Minneapolis safe? I think it just depends on what you define your level of safety. You know, technically speaking, you're more, there's less crime in the suburbs, but I've also had a house where my house was broken into when I've been in the suburbs, and I've never actually had my house broken into. Well, maybe a garage, maybe two garages each, one in Minneapolis and one in the suburbs. So, it's just you got to be smart and have security systems. I think having security systems and blink cameras is really smart. And yeah, if you call the police, they usually show up pretty quickly if it's something serious. So let me know what you think of this video. Was this helpful? This is coming from somebody who has lived here for over 20 years, has worked in the city for over 20 years, I've sold, helped like over 300 buyers and sellers. Most of those people were in Minneapolis, buy and sell their house. So, I mean, I know the city very well. If you could tell me a street and I know how to get there, but I think it's a great city. I think people should know that it's a great place to live. But if you want to live in Bloomington or Richfield or Edina or Mendota Heights, those are all great parts too. That's the wonderful thing about the Twin Cities is there's so many Golden Valley, Falcon Heights, Eden Prairie. Then you got New Brighton over here. So it's really a lot. And then don't forget about St. Paul. So that's basically my answer. Like and subscribe to this video. Let me know what you learned. Like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you learned from the video or if you have other questions. I'll put more of these out. This is more just kind of something I wanted to just do tonight because I had some time. So if you need buyer representation or seller representation or are thinking about buying and want to talk, just call me. My contact information is in the video description. So you easiest way to get in touch with me is through email or cell phone. Call me or text. All right. We'll see you guys at the next video. Bye-bye.